through how to prepare head of data or AI interview questions. So one of the example I'm going with one of the company called ShopwithMe. This is social e-commerce platform where similar to social platform. Let's talk about this one. So the what this interview they are expecting, what they're really testing. So whenever you have interview, think about that, what they really want. Basically, they would like to see your quality. You will able to, you are right fit, you are able to work. So basically, they are testing your not only your knowledge, assuming you have a knowledge. Now they want to test basically for this find for characteristic. First one is think in system. So they are not testing, do you know Kafka? They are not testing, do you know Databricks? They are not testing all right, assuming that you know those. But they are testing the complete architecture, right? Describe the layers, medallion architecture, intelligent, real-time batch, how the data flows, and scaling boundaries. Now, the second one is what they are testing is trade-off between various process like batch processing, real-time, latency versus the cost versus reliability, this decision you need to take. The third one is leadership judgment, right? This is where the leadership or team leads, how you prioritize your work, what is the operating models you work, how team structure you would like to take, decision making process. Now, the fourth one is business outcome, right? You connect with architecture, retention, personalization, and revenue safety. Now, the first questions they ask similar, right? So you read this one and then pause and try to answer. How would you lead a distributed AI engineering team across Southeast Asia or between two countries, right? So these questions you pose and think and then answer, right? So my perspective, how I will go, right? I will go with the higher levels or the who's taking care of CTO or CEO. I'll get from quarterly OKR, right? And now the T model will be like we will say some say model T model will be divided team based on the on the models, right? Data team models, MLOps team, platform teams, apps teams. So this is the model, let's say. So you can have more teams depend upon you. You can have source team, you can have data team, you can have injection team, you can have transformation team, you can have Power BI teams, so on. So, but again, and then shared engineering standards. So some shared standards each, and then inside your team you can divide also based on domains. And the shared goal is like coding standards, documentation, and how to reply to each one. Those should be common goals and delivery quality and growth. So this is how the team architecture flow I would like to make. So basically they would like to check, right? So design high level architecture for wearable health AI platform with personalization coaching. This also you think and then you start how to do the design, right? So my architecture would be like this: variable, mobile, or user action. Then API or stream injection. We will use API and stream injection, put data into Kafka, and then from Kafka we can process data real time, and we can process database. So real time data should be in time series databases, which can, and batch processing data we can put Delta Lake, Factor DB features, and on top of that AI layers model, RAG, LLM coach, and coaching alerts. So this is what I showed: injection driven layered platform, injection processing, then event driven, then injection, then processing. For real time, I think anomaly detection alerts on a batch for feature and retention analysis. Storage data lake is for row event time series for biometric relation for metadata. AI layer is anomaly models and recommendation LLM, so on, right? So this is how. Now the third one is how would you build a personalized AI health coach using LLM while ensuring privacy and accuracy? This is very important. So now this is again questions you don't see my answer. Force yourself and think about this, right? How would you see? So basically, there is a couple of component here. So user will ask, as you see, you have a chat GPT. You ask like user question, identify consent. They will check your see your identify, and then the whatever the consent you have, retrieve context and approved knowledge and prompt assemble and LLM generation, safety policy, accuracy check again, safety response and escalation restrict one, right? Let's go here. So control LLM system with retrieval privacy protection, policy enforcement, and human safe fallback. In health context, the model should never respond from pure probability alone. It needs grounding. It needs accurate answer. Personalization, structure, user context, goal, variable, trends, behavior. Embedding for RAG over the approved context, privacy, minimum sensitivity data informed, use VPC isolated interface, encryption, data blocks, and yeah. For safety, validation layer, check whether unsafe guidance, unapproved claims exceed certainty policy. Risk segmentation, generate wellness, LLM plus RAG, higher risk medical, template escalation or human trade-off. Okay, so high risk it will directly transfer to doctor or whatever, right? Like now describe the scalable pipeline for injecting data from millions of wearable devices. This is again same questions. It's like talking about scalability. So scalability, as you know, like big data system is scalable, right? Is Kafka is scalable, so you can use Kafka. So let's talk architecture, right? So here, if you see regional injection endpoint, then Kafka is this streaming process dead letter queue, row archive, and dedupe watermark validation, feature stores, so on. But basically, stream processing layer, compute real-time aggregation, alert suggestion features, event time, support out order. I mean, this is the architecture. You can use your own architecture, but this is like high level. Now, how could you transition a traditional engineering team into the AI first culture? This is very, very important. You have some, Gen Z kind of those people, they would like to use AI, and the other people who work have 20-year experience, they don't want to use AI because they don't trust. So you are the manager, you need to make decisions such as that, like both teams align or everybody is using AI. So how would you do? So my approach would be like three-layer architecture, three-phase architecture. First, phase one, phase two, and phase three. Phase one is education, phase two is platform, phase three is the visible wins, right? So let's talk about so phase one, practical education prior to real company use cases, LLM fundamental evolution, prompt design and deployment to everyone. Phase two is platform, so shared model API, vector search, prompt management, evolution pipeline. So phase two is like basically enable all this. Phase three is basically prove the value with one and two impact use cases. They show the measurable business return on investment, and then change delivery model. AI product need tighter product data, ML backend collaboration, define the responsible AI standard from day so one experimentation doesn't create a long-term risk. Now, okay, what are the biggest challenge in AI health monitoring? Again, this is subjective, right? This is like domain knowledge you require. So challenge one, let me go by diagram. So there is a fourth challenge I can see: data quality, censored noise, missing data, or some. This is everywhere. Data quality is a challenge. All the company, everywhere you can say data quality is challenge because sometimes we see null, not null, missing data, missing column, so on. And the second one is for every compliance in privacy, like PDPA, EMAS, HIPA. So all are compliance. This is also challenge. The third one is trust and explainability. Why this is alerts? Like trust and alert, right? When the your management sees suddenly like reduce the sales, so they don't trust, or that is very important. Latency is critical versus non-criticality. So challenge, as I say, right? Challenge four is the latency, coaching tolerant delay, critical alerts may not design system path to each, right? So you need to design each way to different design. Now, how would you set up MLOps for continuous training and deployment? This is very, very important since this role is a mix of data and AI. So you should know what is MLOps. So previously in data they call DevOps, and ML they call MLOps. It's the similar features. There is not much difference, but you need to keep this architect in mind. Data versioning, right? And then feature store, feature wake store, training pipeline and evolution, model registry. This will be do change, deploy, shadowing, testing, productionize, monitor, drift, latency, business KPI, retain, trigger, schedule, drift. I think you need to monitor and see like result, data change. So ML Ops is a production engineering discipline for model, not notebook experiment. Foundation, reproductive data version, feature definition, training code, model artifacts, evolution. training, orchestration pipeline, Kubeflow, Agro with data validation, feature generation, training evaluation, deployment, Canary release, shadowing, training, traffic splitting, never hard to customer, monitoring every time. Like this is you need to study. I also need to, yeah. Tell me about time you disagree with the product or leadership on technical design. I think this is the common for everyone is have some disagreement. So I think the answer this one you should go like not reactive way. You should go with the fact, right? So the diagram is here, right? Disagreement arise, yes. Reframe opinion and this there is. So we need to go like two approach. Phase one is stable MVP launch on time. Phase two is full AI when the platform is ready. Business win engineering quality. So let's go detail. Product want to accelerate and personalized feature before data platform was mature enough. That's what we see. Business prepare made sense. Future was visible and strategically important. Technical risk, launching something unstable would damage trust and create a rework. Reframed, conventional around the delivery option risk level. Yeah, this is what. Okay. So how would you see AI bridging social commerce and digital health? I think this also AI bridge layer, personalization engine. Commerce is single product content relevances, health signal, wealth goals, engagement, better data, better model, growth flywheels. So this is, I think, you need to go. This is what a diagram I create. How would you use vector database in this platform? This is very, very important, right? I think let me go here. So use case one, RAG for coaching assistant, embed query, approved context, convention history we can use case two, personalization we can use vector database, right? So embedding vector database, like it basically used for three purpose, right? Used for personalization, personalized similar person behavior, we can store similarity search. You want to search similar context and vector database is very fast. RAG for LLM coach also hybrid readable in production. Vector similarity, metadata filter, re-ranking layers for that vector database use. Design real-time alerting system for abnormal heart rate detection. So you have healthcare and you would like to see abnormal heart rate or something. So it should be real time, right? So this is what we're right. Wearable HR system and then sending sliding window in real time. They have sliding window. Some there is some slide, personalized baseline DB, personalized threshold check, mid app check, moderate push notification, critical escalation. It will go here. So personalized streaming alert system, not static threshold engine. Variable stream is continuously stream process compute sliding window matrix average variance trend. Maintain personalized baseline from historical pattern, recent activities, sleep context, and confidence logic. Evaluate against a personal profile, not universal threshold. Graduate action, in-app check, serious push notification, critical is escalation, emergency guideline. Handle, yeah. So use the phone personalized threshold rather than fix, yeah, phase personalization. Now the last one, tell me about time you had a build incomplete requirements, right? So this is the when you are the director or head. So this kind of things happen, right? So in this case, we use basically hybrid approach. Don't wait perfect clarity. Use the structured discovery to delivery, right? Step one, identify what the actual unclear, reduce the ambiguity, define the testable assumption, shift the delivery scope first, and turn the ambiguity from blocker to into manageable operating assumption, right? So this is what the model which we have. So my suggestion is here, right? Like final advice, best candidate don't sound like they memorize in the system design. They sound like leaders who have built system under the pressure, made trade-off with incomplete information, delivered outcome through the themes. Speak in system, not a tool. So demonstrate leadership, right? Yeah, that's what I prepared. Thank you for watching.